Hi there, everybody. This is Ryu from Streets.
Guest characters are a staple of the fighting game genre, right up there with cheap bosses and shit netcode. And when it comes to guest characters, there's a wide spectrum of possibilities. Sometimes you get a guest character that's a natural fit. Tekken 7 has characters from other fighting games, Mortal Kombat has characters from horror movies, and Shovel Knight shoves his greasy shovel into every indie fighter he can find. Makes sense, I get it. But then you have shit like this.
First, the basics of particle blast deflection.
Dude, I could beat gaming.
Guest characters can be pretty batshit at times. Has anyone ever played Tekken 7 and thought they should add that one guy from The Walking Dead? Has anyone ever played Virtua Fighter and thought that the character they're playing as should be in Sonic the Fighters? Has anyone ever played a fighting game and thought, man, this game would be so much better if I can play as a car from Daytona, USA? I have no clue if anyone actually wanted these characters, but the person who put them in anyway is my hero. I just love seeing all of these weird crossovers. But you know who else loves weird crossovers? Capcom. Capcom has this strange obsession with getting into fights with every company they can find, whether it's Marvel, SNK, or Tatsunoko. Give it a couple years and they'll make Nestle vs. Capcom, a game where you can finally play as the guy who said water isn't a human right. The crossover that I'm gonna focus on is Street Fighter X Tekken. It generally received positive reviews, but the fighting game genre was oversaturated at the time, so the game was largely forgotten. Anyone who does remember it mainly does so for two reasons: the Ondas DLC controversy and the weird approach to guest characters. If you bought the PlayStation version of the game, you got 5 bonus characters. First, there's Cole McGrath, who's the most conventional of the 5. Then there's Sony mascots Kuro and Toro. And finally, there's one character from each of the 2 companies involved with the game, Pac-Man on Namco's side and Mega Man on Capcom's side. However, both of these characters have unique challenges when it comes to being put in a fighting game, so they had to have drastic changes from their source material. Pac-Man is hard to implement in a fighting game because no one knows how to create a moveset for a guy who just eats dots. So the devs took some creative liberties and made him a mech pilot who terrorizes an entire town in its ending. On the other hand, Mega Man has the opposite problem, and he's been in so many fighting games that adding him as a guest character would just be boring at this point. If we're just sticking with Mega Man Classic, we've got the 2 official Mega Man fighting games, as well as the first 2 Marvel vs. Capcom games. But that's not even considering Mega Man's various alternate versions, as well as his alternate version's gay boyfriend. So when Mega Man creator Keiji Inafune was asked about whether Mega Man can be in Street Fighter X Tekken, they said that the inclusion wouldn't be very interesting due to the various fighting games he's already been in. But he said that Mega Man would be allowed in the game if something original was done with him. And I guess original is one word that you can use to describe the version of Mega Man we got.
This is my destiny!
This fellow right here is Bad Box Art Mega Man, and he's an over-the-top parody of the Mega Man we all know and love. He's based on the infamously terrible Mega Man 1 box art, where Mega Man's design was drastically different because the artist was given unfair time constraints. This influence can be seen in Bad Box Art Mega Man's color design and body proportions. Not only that, but just like in the cover art, he wields a traditional laser gun as opposed to the Mega Buster we've come to expect. And lastly, he's portrayed as a bumbling idiot, as demonstrated by his ending.
I don't understand!
So this isn't the best look, but it's not really much to get mad over. Well, at least not until you consider one final nail in the coffin. You see, Bad Box Art Mega Man was conceived at the absolute worst possible time. Around the time that Street Fighter X Tekken was released, public opinion of Capcom was at an all-time low, as evidenced by the aforementioned DLC controversy. And Mega Man fans were the ones who held the most ire towards the company. In 2010, 3 Mega Man games were announced by Capcom: Mega Man Universe, Mega Man Legends 3, and Maverick Hunter. But eventually, all 3 games were cancelled. While game cancellations aren't anything out of the ordinary, Mega Man Legends 3's cancellation would stand out, as Capcom would comment that the reason for it was because of the lack of fan participation. And the funny thing is that if Capcom wished for fan participation, these comments would certainly give them what they wanted.
That's the most fucking arrogant and ignorant comment that anybody could possibly make. It's not Capcom's fault. It's us, the fans.
Needless to say, Mega Man fans were pretty angry. They took to every social media platform that they could find and used their strongest weapon, a PNG of the scumbag hat. And so when Bad Box Art Mega Man was first announced, Mega Man fans weren't pleased. He was lambasted for various memes, and some even went as far to claim that he was made to insult the fans who wanted Mega Man Legends 3, although there's no evidence for this. Thus, Bad Box Art Mega Man went down as a sacrificial lamb for all those angry at the treatment of the Mega Man IP, as well as Capcom's general business scumfuckery. But after some time, the Mega Man drought would end and things would be looking up for fans of the series. Over the years, Mega Man was added to an obscure party game, Mega Man 11 was released, and Mighty No. 9 was there to show fans that it could have been much, much worse.
Make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night.
So the Mega Man fans' rage faded and they moved on. However, a lot of them fought back to bad box art Mega Man, and some of them felt they were too harsh on the guy. When removed from the context of the game cancellations, he was actually kind of a funny joke character. In fact, there's a lot of people today who want to see bad box art Mega Man in an official Mega Man game. And who knows, maybe one day he'll get his second chance. Hey, that's the end of the video. I made this one because when Kazuya got revealed for Smash, people were posting images from Street Fighter X Tekken, and seeing people who never heard of Bad Box Art Mega Man made me feel old. So like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm, and goodbye.